What's up, everybody? What up? What up? Maxwell's World. Well, it's been about a month, so update videos, I guess. Gave myself a little haircut, rigmarole. It makes me feel better, and then it like accentuates the little hairs. Beard slowly coming in again. Probably can't see much. Shadow angles, all these things. But there's some stuff coming in here. We got a ton of stuff here, but I don't know. Let's see. So it's Christmas Eve, and I just got back from a ceremony. I usually do that every end of the month to start off the new year like that. Reset the karmic energy because I'm into spirituality and all those things. Whew. What's on the agenda for 2018? Crushing more goals. That's what. Wrecking it. 2017 has like flew by. There's been so much intensity for obvious things for like us as a society, humanity, the US, blah blah blah. Me as an individual, like I'm sure a lot of you as well. Definitely a lot of adversity and hardships along the way, but I'm blessed and stressed. I got a lot of luxury problems. I'm not where I used to be in different places in my life. So when it comes to gender, sexuality, financial security, careers, friends, relationships, connectionships, thank God. So where am I at now? 2018, I'm going to be starting an internship. I took some schooling to become a peer provider, peer specialist. And so now I'm going to have an internship for youth 12 to 18 that fall through the cracks or don't have a safety net. Also doing human services to people who have any type of disability, people who have substance abuse experience or mental health challenges. And we got some target numbers on what we're going to shoot for. It's I get a stipend. I'm a line cook, so this isn't my meat and potatoes, and it's not like I'm doing it for the money anyway when it comes to this. Somewhere down the line, I do want to be like a guidance counselor or something in human services for my career. Until then, I'll just be doing what I can to keep the bills afloat. And so that's magic, that's gold. I'm going to be basically getting paid to take a bunch of workshops, getting training, getting skills for free. So I'm going to grab all that, scoop up all that, and murder that, and get that under my belt for my resume and experience and over-round polishing up the edges there. So that's huge. I've never done this type of thing. This is the first time in my life I've been really committed to academia or school or just enhancing myself in a textbook way. Instructor way, still hands-on because I'm a visual learner and that's really how I learn the best, but I've been slowly setting intentions to get out of labor intensive jobs and to be using my brain muscle more than my bronze, and that's slowly manifesting, and there's no words for that. Socially, I've been focusing a little bit more on getting out and having some fun. You know, all I do is work and ceremony and go to AA or be of service in different communities, and all that's great and it's lovely and it's fulfilling and it's satisfying and it's nourishing and it's rich and it's great and all these things. But inside my spirit and my soul and everything else is like, dude, we gotta like interact with people off the clock, you know. And it used to be backwards in my life. I was always partying, always smoking, drinking, doing other stuff, and just like not being productive. Now I'm super productive, super chill, super balanced in this way. And now I got to pick up the other side. My uncles and adopted fathers and family are like, dude, you got to have some fun. What else are you doing? What are your hobbies? I do have hobbies. I paint sometimes. I make music. I write lyrics. I write poetry. So my creativity for expression in that way has gone back up and came back after not having it for like 15 years. So there's all that beauty. And so right now I'm looking, I got an OkCupid profile. I mean, they are they have a lot more options for people in queer community, LGBT community, and everything else, you know. And it's been the best website that I've seen that has so many options. Now, mind you, one of my friends had to really push and shove me for like a month and a half to make it, because my experience with dating sites, even before I came out as trans and then as trans, is I got either the scam bots, scammer people, or it just wasn't real, actual, genuine people seeking anything except for money and things. So, needless to say, I got jaded from it and I stopped. And I got catfished one time on a date. Yes, I'm a person that got catfished. Even though they sent pictures and everything else and it all clicked after the date, like, I don't think that was that person. They're still attractive and things like that. Don't get me wrong. There was nothing wrong with the person that showed up. But, yeah. And so they just wanted a free date and just like free shit. And that was that. And when I called them out on it, they were like, oh, I understand if you don't want to continue on anymore. And it's like, well, thank you for that experience. So I've been holding off. I go like on a date like once every year. That's my annual thing. And it's not to say that I'm not wanted and desired by women or people. Like, I've had opportunities for things, but it's just not a good fit. Their lifestyle and mine don't link up. And I'm looking for something new and refreshing, not things I've already done with the same type of person, da-da-da-da. So I have to kind of say that out loud sometimes and remind myself that, no, dude, like, you know, there's people out there that do like you. There are people that have made approaches or have told you things and expressed themselves in a loving way, or I want to get with you in a relationship, or let's test out the waters, or let's see where this goes, or I don't know what this is called, but it's good, you know. And so, yeah, so I got the OkCupid thing, and I might have a date this weekend and maybe another one with someone else later on. We'll see how it goes. That's still a few days away, and I do my best not to get attached to outcomes. But regardless of what happens, I'm getting re-motivated to, like, make things hospitable at my house and figure out some situation and rearrange some things and get it ideal set up for, you know, having people over, because it hasn't been that for years. I've had a few friends over and that's been it. So now working on that, and it feels really nice. It feels very sweet and kind. The people I've been talking to, very sweet, very nurturing. The opposite of what I'm used to coming across. And ideally, like, mainly looking for friends, but if something else manifests from that, great. I'm not opposed to it. I'm totally open, which I haven't been for years. Or there have been bits and pieces where I have, but there was nothing around and all this stuff, you know. And so it's going to start off with, like, going out to boba. And if that feels good and comfortable, then I will proceed to their house and we'll have like marathon shows. Like, that's what the intro is looking like. And if it goes well and everything is cool, then we'll switch off. I'll go to their house, they'll go to my house, and we'll watch Voyager. Like, that's one of my favorite shows. They're a gamer, I'm a nerd, they're a nerd. So it seems compatible. So I'm just excited to be hanging out with someone new, man. The way that they talk, the way that they react to situations is completely just a breath of fresh air. So I'm linking up with a lot of artsy-fartsy people, a lot of nerds, a lot of people that match up with me spiritually, and all these things. And I found them on OkCupid. So it was a slam dunk and a win for me personally, just because of I put myself up as who I am, a FTM, and there were hits. Whether or not anything happened, so what? It was already a win just when I was talking to actual real people, having an actual conversation. So with that, this is turning into 10 minutes. So I got Kaiser starting January, silver plan. More to be developed on that. Hopefully get a timeline. I'll get on a waiting list for top surgery. Don't know. I got like 2,300, 2,375 saved up. I'm hoping it all works out. Like, I talk to them, I go through their hoops, I get on their meds, I talk to their doctors, I get a letter from my therapist and a letter from someone else, and hey, this is what you can do when you can do it, do. I don't expect it fast like that on whatever time, but looking up. Things are looking up. Thanks for watching. Have a good Christmas, holidays if you celebrate it. Maxwell's World signing off. Deuces.